Hi there, it's Debbie from My Vagabond Style. Thanks for tuning in today. I've got this exciting new project for you. Well, it's new to me. I actually was inspired by Natasha at Treasure Books, and I will link her channel below. And I just started making these, and I just think they are so fun. They are just these layered loveliness. They have a little crinkle to them, and I don't know if you love paper like I do, but like you had me at the little crinkle. So yeah, I just think these are great. They you could even make pockets out of them. These are a little bigger than I normally make really small things, but I'm loving this size, and I'm going to start getting into maybe a little bit bigger journal. So I thought these would be perfect. And the images that I've gathered, some of them have been from this is from my Stampington magazine, and then I just added the little butterfly. But so I cut them out of magazines, and others are from digital downloads that I got on Etsy. Yeah, just magazines and random images that I think will work into any of my style of journal. So just look at all those layers. Isn't that fun? And then these I've done on the sewing machine, and I really do. Let me see if I take that out of the way, if you can see this better. I really do like the sewing on this one. Like normally I always say, oh, you can just glue it on, but and you could, but there's just something about the stitching it. And if you don't know how to sew, look, you just randomly go in a circle. You don't really even have to know how to sew, just how to thread your machine and hit go. So it's pretty fun. Give it a whirl. Maybe somebody you know has a machine, and what I would do is maybe take my own, ask them what size sewing needle you need, and just replace the needle because the paper can dull it. But anyways, I'm in love with these, so I'm going to set these out, and we'll get started. So I went ahead and kind of got some of the paper ready because there's a lot of crinkle going on here, so I just didn't want to have to take the time to tear it all up. We'll still do a lot of tearing, but when I'm starting these, I notice that for me, it's a little better if I start with the image that I want to go with. And here's some of the ones that I chose that I might like. It's just easier to match the colors a little better. Like, you know, this one I kind of went random, and it's okay, but I prefer the other two. This was the second one I made, and this was the third one. So anyway, let's get started. I think I'll do this one, which I liked this image. It was something that I was going to use on one of the prompt and glues, but it didn't work out, so I'm going to use this one now. Okay, so then you just start laying it up. I've got a whole box of lace and ribbon here to choose from. And then I went through my material scraps. I've got a ton of those that I can go through, and I've got pinking shears here if I decide I want to use pinking shears on it or just rip the fabric. So yeah, we'll start with that. So I picked the image out. I know I'm going to have one of these somewhere on there. This will probably get ripped down a little bit. So now we'll just layer in between here. I think I'll look for some material. This is really pretty. It's got a lot of gold in it. Okay, what direction do we want to go with this? Could do some reds. That's nice. See, this is the thing. When you give yourself too many options, you're going to sit here and play with it. I can't help myself. Okay. I'm just going to get a few pieces, see what we end up with. I love that one. Don't want to lose my image. There we go. Maybe some of that. This one is like one of my all-time favorites. And this one. Don't you just love that? So cute. Yeah, I get a little excited over fabric for some reason. All right, we've got that, that, and that. And let's see. There's a little of that. And maybe some of this. Okay. Get that out of the way. Kind of liking that. I do want to rip the edge on this though. And of course I'll save that for a snippet sometime. I love my earth tones. Okay, there's that. Okay, now let's look for maybe some lace, ribbon, something like that. Let me get into the lace box here. This was like a placemat, and I have used this. I think this might be the last of it. I hope not. Maybe I'll find some more. All right. I kind of like that. It kind of pops out that little guy's hair there. Get it a little frayed on the end there. I don't know how much of this I want to use, but cut a little extra there just in case. Just sort of getting an idea where I want things. I wonder if I want to, maybe I'll do a little pinking shear on that. And I feel like I need a little color over here, but maybe we'll do that with some paper. All right, so I have a stack of paper here that I've kind of gone through. Yes, I love the crinkle. I'm going to use this one. You don't have to see, sorry about that, you don't have to see the whole thing on the bottom. So if I went like that, I think this one is just too big. maybe a little eyelet. All right. Can always go back and add something, but at least I kind of have an idea what I want to do. And now what I'm going to do is just get my glue stick and kind of put some stuff down. And this will just tack it so that when I can get over to my sewing machine without it moving everywhere. I'm going to do something with this bottom part there because it just doesn't feel right here. Okay. What else? We'll see how many we can get done because it's already 11 minutes in, but we'll see. You can even put a little book page in there if you want. Some map. Okay. Now, the one thing that I really like is crinkle. So this is freezer paper, and it's got some good crinkle to it. And kind of as you do these, they get a little kind of puffy. And so I might be able to hear that crinkle that I like so much if I put a little bit of this under there somewhere. Let's see. Trying to get it to stuff under there so you don't see it so much. I don't know if you'll really notice that much, but I want to try it. Okay. Let me give this just a little bit of glue. You can use Fabri-Tac too if you rather than a glue stick, but glue stick dries quick and I'm comfortable with that. And I feel like I want to tear this edge just a little bit. Maybe I'll go that way. No. There, I'm good with that. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So the one thing that I haven't done is the back of this yet. So this is a digital printout of tea and coffee dyed paper from Roxy's Creations, and that is on Etsy. I bought a whole kit from her, which I've used a lot. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this down a bit, just because I want it a little smaller. Get rid of those. All right, and then once I sew all around this, I'll come back and put the backing on it. Just looking at it one more time to see if there's anything else I want to add to it. I like something sticking out there, but I'm not sure that that's it. Maybe it's another, like a piece of lace here. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to go sew. Just take me a second, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I started with the image first, and I went all around the image, trying not to get the faces. And then I just slowly went around and got bigger on the circle. So just enough to hold it all down. There's a little wrinkle there, but that's okay. And then now all we have to do is put the back on. And you can cut these strings short or leave them long, whatever. Some people like to see the strings. I kind of like a little bit of it. I feel like that's a little big there. Okay. And these they don't have to be the same size. Like I like to see that other layer on there. So I'll just put this on there to hold it where I want it. And then all I'll do is I'll take the sewing machine and I'll go around here again. And that one will be done. Isn't that fun? I just love these. Okay, so I'm going to do one more. We'll pick our image. Kind of like that bird. That one's cute too, isn't it? Maybe I'll do this one since I have so many woodsy ones. Do something a little different. And that is from Stampington. What is it? Something Studio. Oh, I can't remember. All right, so this one, I've got this really cool. I don't know if it was in a package that my friend Julie sent me, and it's kind of like a shop towel, but yet I think it might be like crepe paper, and it was in something that I got from her shop, and it was in these vintage glasses. They were all stuffed in there, so I have quite a bit of this stuff, and I really like it. So that looks really cute on there, doesn't it? Maybe even a little bit bigger piece. Okay. Cut it down just a bit. Cuteness. And of course, we need a little lace on that one, right? Let's see what we've got here. I've got blue lace. Maybe some of this. Boy, this stuff is stiff. How sweet is that? Okay. There, let's see if we've got any material that we want to put on this one. And I can't forget my crinkle. I need some crinkle. Okay, maybe a little gold. This has got that salvage edge on there. And this one might just be a little smaller. Okay. What else? Anything else? Maybe a little bit of this again. Try a piece of that. Cut it. Oh, I like that. Okay, and then we'll get the brown paper backing. I'm going to rip down here so it's not quite so loud for you. And then we'll go about here. Cute. Okay. Let me get all this down here. Get my glue stick. Sorry, I'm just kind of concentrating and not saying anything. Oh. There we go. Oh, I think she's very sweet. Get this one here. Now this one is so unruly that I think I'm gonna put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on there. Try that. It just needs to stay there for a minute till I can get it sewed down. You just gotta have to play with it a little bit, see what you like. And then just sew it down. I'll do that, and a little more of this gold at the corner. I forgot my crinkle paper. Okay. Get a little bit glue stick under these two pieces. Crinkle paper. Get in there. All right, and then I'll sew that one down. And then we'll put a back on it and call it good. Okay, let me sew this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, that one turned out great. I like it. Hope you do. Sorry, I don't, there we go. Okay, and it's nice, and I think when I add that last layer, it's going to be awesome. Get those pick scissors. Okay, and then this one, would just put a little backing on it. Probably tearing this down a little bit here so you don't see all that. I just don't like the white to show like that. but I like the layers on this side. So just helps if you take the cap off. There we go. And then I'll give it a stitch around on this side and it'll be done. So there you go. These are going to be great to have. I love them. Like I said, you could do all kinds of different things with these pockets. You could even use these. Wouldn't these be cute on the front of a journal? Like, I would love that on the front of my journal. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and please like and hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.